Darvin, as some of the matchups around in that second half, like you had Rui a lot more, and even defending Jokic, AD off of him some. When did you decide to go to that adjustment, and how much do you think it keyed the comeback if you fell short?
Well, just, pivoting within the game, making a slight adjustment. Wanted to take A off as being the initial line of defense, and hopefully, Rui could turn him, make him go east-west a little bit more. And once he went up to shoot, he shoots 70% on those floaters, those little short-range chip shots and floaters and hooks and little one-leg fadeaways. He shoots them at an amazing rate, scores them, I should say. So just the idea was just to get A behind him a little bit and have A as that big, long arm just ready to contest over the top of Rui. And so it was good for us in some segments. And, we were able to, after a tough first half, giving up 72 points, claw our way back into it. I think the closest we got was within 3. But, hats off to them. They came out, they defended their home floor. A lot of long rebounds. We gave them way too many second chance points, offensive rebounding opportunities, and 50-50 balls for that matter. That we got to be better in transition. And, we can't foul them. We got to be more disciplined showing our hands when we're guarding the ball and guarding those guys around the rim, in the post, and whatnot.
I know it just ended, but they made almost 50% from three-point tonight. Is that something you got to get out there more, or is it more cutting out the passing lanes?
I just think it's a little bit of everything, man. It's a talented team. It's very few one-trick ponies that make it this far. And so, they're able to put pressure on you in the paint, pressure on you from the three-point line. They're very capable shooters, some of which are elite. And you just got to be ready to give multiple efforts. Again, as I mentioned before the game, doing your work early, being in position when the defensive possession starts. That way we're not playing catch-up. So we'll go back and look at the film tonight, see what we need to clean up, take a good look at that second half, see what went well, try to sustain the good stuff, and alleviate and repair the bad stuff.
Yeah. Darvin, you guys started Dennis. I think they ended up with, offensive rebounds on 9 of their 11 first miss shots. How did their size, especially against your smaller lineup, affect the game early? Do you think that will you reevaluate those 5?
I mean, my first inclination is it's not even a size factor. It's a mobility factor. Meaning, like, bodies, we had guys, multiple bodies just standing around. No one is seeking out a hit. No one is, one person getting a hit, one person selling out, going after the basketball. A couple of times the ball just dropped to the ground and someone swooped in from their team and grabbed it. But, at first glance, just coming off the game without having watched it again, that's what I feel like was happening. Too many possessions where we had bodies in the vicinity of the rebound, but just never put a body on their body or just made a deliberate attempt to go grab the ball.
You talk about the escape plan. You put Rui on Jokic in the fourth quarter, had AD going. What was that sort of thing for you guys? You guys continue that throughout the game?
Well, I mean, it's not any one coverage that you're going to be able to stay in versus that kid. Like, there's no one person that's going to stop him. It has to be done by committee. And you have to switch up. You have to switch up matchups at times, and you have to switch up coverages. And so we didn't want to go too deep into the in-game adjustments. And it's still that ultimate chess game. So we were comfortable with the results. Gave us a chance to get back into the game. And it's one of the things we know if we need to go back to it, it's there. But along with several other things that we didn't unveil tonight.
Darvin, I asked you pregame about the LeBron really ball, pick and roll, kind of targeting guys. We saw that a lot during that fourth quarter comeback. Is that something you feel like you guys can do more in game 2 in the first half? What did you just kind of see with the way LeBron was able to get downhill and draw fouls?
Yes, I mean, absolutely, it has to be a part of it, and our plan of attack. And then, having said that, Murray was in foul trouble, and so he was the obvious target to try to go at. And just in general terms, you want to make him and Jokic work on this side of the ball. Michael Porter Jr., these guys, you want to try to make them work. That their offensive firepower is at such a level to where, if they're only playing on that side of the ball, they're not having to exert any energy defensively, then the more energy they have just to snipe you down, when they have the balls in their hands on the other side. So and all the while trying to stay within rhythm. We don't want to start playing up against the shot clock because we're taking all day to get a particular matchup or get a guy into the action. The thing that has to happen, okay, if they're pre-switching or doing something like that, you just got to keep the ball and the bodies moving until we do find it. And if we do find something good without them being in the action, we have to be ready to take that too.
Darvin, you just mentioned not want to play too long into the shot clock. Is that sort of your mentality looking at that LeBron 3 above the break? You guys are down 3 with 40-some seconds to go. There's time on the shot clock. But is that kind of the mentality there?
He took a shot that he's made I don't know how many times. We're talking about the all-time lead scorer in NBA history. I have confidence in him. It always can be argued, okay, is this the right shot to take now or is it? But if he hits it, we're not having this discussion. So I want all my players to be confident, and he is definitely confident at the top of that list, and I trust his feel. It's been times we wanted him to take certain shots, he won't take them, and we find something better on the backside or underneath if they're trying to force him a certain direction or double team him late, whatever. So he definitely has my trust in all of those regards. But, just in general, I thought we slow down a little bit. We were slow a little bit in the first half. Like we got to come out running after makes and misses, pushing the pace right back at them. I thought they did an incredible job of doing that on their own behalf. Like makes, misses, Jokic can get it and go. Basically everybody in their starting lineup can get a defensive rebound and start the break. So we have a team built of guys who have those capabilities as well, and we definitely got to execute them next time out.